views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed. Alongside me, we have a panel this morning, as always. Harry Glanz, Alex Nafusi with Capital Mortgage, and Dan Dubinsky with Skyward Realty. Hey, guys. Hey, Alex.
Good morning.
What's up? The band's back together. It's summertime, Harvey. It's awesome outside. You're in a good mood. We're talking mortgages.
This is my favorite day of the year.
Hey, I wish I could talk about sports all day.
I know.
I'd like to talk about sports.
Before this.
We definitely are going to talk.
It's like the only thing I know more about than mortgages.
All right. Well, we'll go mortgages then.
Okay.
Mortgages, refinance, and everything you want to discuss. 248-539-9797. Of course, our sponsor, Capital Mortgage Funding. We have a full host of people to help you all day long today. And many families are back out there looking at homes in this really tough market in regards to getting an offer accepted. Everyone's fighting over the same houses. We're going to be talking to Dan Dubinsky all about this morning. Also, of course, that means purchases are in full bloom, of course, the first day of summer. And loans originated. There's a nice balance right now. Of course, purchases got back on top versus the refinance. Hopefully, it'll inspire some of you folks that haven't taken advantage of refinancing. We're still talking to many, many folks out there that have these great opportunities to save money. You get some built-in equity out there.
Speaking of purchases.
Yes.
Speaking of purchases. We've been saying the same thing for years and years and years. It goes back to hiring professionals. And I had a situation this week that I very, very rarely get Harry involved in anything whatsoever. And I said, I was working and I said,
well, that explains it then.
I forwarded Harry.
That explains it.
Dude, I said,
very rarely. That explains it.
You got to look at this email, man. You got to check this out. I said, I have a listing agent that is holding a document that I need signed for our closing. She's holding up a transaction over $270 for carpet cleaning.
Yeah.
On a different deal.
Yeah, so what happened is that we made a call to her and, tried to eloquently explain that you can't hold a buyer and seller hostage on a transaction because another agent might owe you money or you're having a disagreement with another agent. So
I'm not really following, I guess.
Here.
Obviously, her clients don't know what's going on.
They do.
I don't know.
I needed the amendatory clause signed. We're clear to close.
Right. There was a document that we needed signed. It wasn't being signed. It was holding up the transaction. A lot of email going back and forth. And a couple things that I have pet peeves about. mass amounts of email.
On the
same subject, CCing everybody 97 times. I mean, I just don't understand it. I don't. There's no need for it. It's bad. I mean, just settle. If you can't settle, we have like a 3 email rule in our office, where if somebody emails somebody and you get a response and you have to fire back an email, if you can't get things done in 3 email, then get your butt up and go visit somebody. Okay,
I'm a phone guy. I tell you,
right?
Or visit you in person.
So you can't hold a transaction hostage because another agent owes you something, or maybe you got an inspection and it costs $250, $270, and they're not paying you. You can't do these things. So I try to
work it out after. Yeah,
you can work all these things out. It's crazy with everything going on in the hot market, like Alex said. It's something that you don't need.
This is the listing agent you're talking
about. This is the listing agent.
Yeah,
but also there are a lot of things. The market is so hot right now, and I never thought I'd see the day. And it's happening out there. There are neighborhoods in our area that houses are selling for $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 over list price.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that you would never thought back in the day, and you can't get appraisals on them right now. You can't. You can't.
No.
There's no way. Yes. But you never thought that these houses 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago with the depression that we were in, were not only coming back as strong as it was, they're superseding any expectations for the sales price. And that while that's great, people have to understand that they're overpaying for houses.
Well, what's nice about that is they can't go 2 years down the line and get the money out of it now, right? Where they, in the past, they have done that because if they're bringing the extra money. Again, overpaying is something that's subjective. Remember, we always say, what's a house worth?
Right.
I was always taught the house is worth what someone's willing to pay for it.
And I don't have a problem with it.
I agree with that.
But everybody in the transaction, sellers, buyers, realtors, borrowers, everybody in the transaction has to know that that's what's going on. And again, I don't have a problem with it, but it's all about disclosure and setting your expectations properly for the transaction.
Educating your client. There's nothing worse than you going out telling your buyer you should buy this house at this price, it's worth it, than someone else, a third party, mostly appraisers, coming in saying, no, it's not worth that. So you have to educate them and say, you may be overpaying because there's
You guys
bids.
are really good about that, though.
Well, you have to explain. The more you explain and communicate, I've learned longer life with everything, you seem to get more done.
I'll take that as a great segue. It's 9:05 this morning. We're going to take all your calls, 248-539-9797. If you're buying a house, definitely give us a phone call to get the approval letter, find out all the ins and outs and everything you need to know about working with professionals and understanding what's out there. There's a little bit of ethics that have jumped out recently. There's some crazy stuff going out there. Alex, you're mentioning your little story, and I've seen some crazy stuff, some steering, some illegal RESPA information. If you're being told, again, sure, we want to do business with you, but you can shop it anywhere you want. If you're being told that you must get a mortgage or an approval from a specific lender, that is illegal. That's a RESPA violation. Those people could be reported. Those people could lose their license. The CFPB wants to know about that. I can't believe what I've encountered over the last week. I'm not going to go into full details, but I can tell you this. More professionals, that's going to be our story this morning. More professional people helping you and great communication is going to make you a successful homeowner. Be sure to call Capital Mortgage at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
You know, Harvey, it's such an emotional transaction when people are buying a house. They're listening. They enlist the support of a professional, okay, whether it's a professional realtor, professional mortgage person, professional title companies, that they're so emotionally involved in the transaction that when somebody tells them something, they expect, it is, as we all do, accurate information. So if somebody's telling them that they must go here, they must do business with this person, there are no musts, okay? You cannot
It's called freedom, right?
You cannot dictate where to go for title policies, for appraisals, for mortgages. You can't dictate it.
But here's what they do. They give you a financial incentive to do that.
Well,
you're not supposed to do that.
Not,
some company got clipped out east for like $40,000 in fines for illegal kickbacks.
We see it. If you use our title company,
right,
we will pay the title fee. If you don't use it, then you'll have to.
That
pay
is
and we have a problem with that.
That's
we
the
really do.
clause when they put in there that if you don't use XYZ title company, we're not going to pay the owner's title policy.
Look, I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus, but I might next week. I had a purchase agreement that said that if the house doesn't appraise out, that they must go to a specific bank and use a specific lender. I asked those people, I said, well, what if they come in $20,000 less, then what? And, it's dead silence. It's, you don't hear anything out there. So, again, make sure you get the professional help you need. Again, you can call us here on the show, 248-539-9797. We got lots to share with you this morning. Let's start things off with Greg out in Southfield. Hey, Greg, welcome to the show. Go ahead, sir.
Good. How you doing?
Good,
I was about to refinance my home. I got it for $135,000. And it's appraising right now for $190,000. I was going to refinance for a 15-year, and they said it would be about $200 more a month. I was like, okay, perfect. They come back with the numbers. Now it's $1,700 a month, which is $500 more a month. And they wanted me to pay off all my credit debt, and that will cost me like close to $15,000. So I'm thinking it's really not worth it.
There's a lot, Greg. There's a lot of action going on there. So you have $15,000 in credit card debt, correct?
Yeah.
And you owe $135,000 on the house?
$125,000.
$125,000. So you refinance them for what? For $140,000?
$131,000.
$131,000. How are you paying off?
He's not going to roll it in.
You're not going to pay off the credit card
no.
debt.
No.
I was paying. I have cash to pay off the debt. I have stocks. I was going to cash in some stock.
Why did they tell you had to pay off the debt?
That's why because they had me for $1,400 a month,
right?
And I asked them, well, what is the actual number I'm going to be paying a month? And they told me $1,700. So they wanted my debt.
Well, I can tell you right now, mathematically, $1,700 on $130,000, $121,000, whatever the amount is, is way too high.
Yeah. Well, with tax, you couldn't include tax insurance.
No way, man. Even the tax insurance is way too high.
Well, so what happened from the 14 to the 17? I mean, were you approved for? Were you ever approved for the transaction, or did somebody just string you along and say, "Hey, listen, we can get you approved"? Then when all the numbers came out, these were the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers came out. They said my taxes were higher than they expected, but I said that same company just redid a tax assessment because of my bill. They were assuming that I had higher taxes because of inflation.
Because of inflation.
Basically, they just kept.
Greg, what state are you calling from, sir?
Southfield.
You're in Southfield. Even in Southfield, hang on, give me 2 seconds here, man. Even in Southfield,
the mills are 52 or something.
Southfield does have higher taxes. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, on $130,000, you're looking at maybe $950 on a 15-year. There's no way your taxes and insurance are $750 a month.
Greg, I'm sort of shocked to hear all
they're
this.
$350 a month. I just got the paper from the company that actually is refinancing it. They sent me. I talked to their tax department. They sent me all the information, the corrections. It's all together.
Greg,
Tax
let
and
me do
insurance
it.
are $350 a
Greg,
month.
I'm going to call you after the show and take a look at everything for you.
Okay.
But, I mean, there's definitely savings
Thank you.
there. That's not a good deal. Don't sign anything on that one.
Thank you.
Cool. See you.
All
man.
right.
Yeah. So Greg,
Replenish some taxes.
Greg's doing a good thing here, okay, right? He's taking his term down to a 15-year. That's our favorite call, Alex. So he wants to pay it off early. But it sounds to me, again, there's a lot of moving parts there. Maybe he owes there was an escrow shortage.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's why they bumped it up. You know, you don't know until we get into it. But also, how does it go like this? All right, the guy signs up for a mortgage. He wants to do a loan, and everybody's saying it probably goes like this: yeah, you're all approved. Yeah. Everything comes back, and now the payment's bumped up.
Right.
Now,
Everything has to be disclosed.
Now, I can see, as a mortgage lender, them asking him for more information. Okay? You're approved contingent upon this, and this, and that's fine. But when the payment goes up by $400, are you kidding me?
Something's not
That's
making
wrong.
sense.
Something
All
doesn't make sense.
When we come back, all of your phone calls, 248-539-9797.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Capital Mortgage Funding is a proud division of United Shore Financial Services, NMLS number 3038, Equal Housing Lender. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Hi, Doug Manns here with Manns Lumber and Millwork. Thinking about replacing or installing a new deck this year? Do it right. Go to the #1 Trex dealer, who has the #1 Trex installers. That's Manns Lumber and Millwork in Canton and Trenton. Go to manslumber.com and find our team of certified Trex Pro installers. We can help you build the deck you've always dreamed of. Yes, Trex is the way to go, for sure. I mean, think about it. You'll never have to stain your deck again. Never. No sanding, no staining, no painting, ever. Sure, Trex costs more, but it's worth it in the long run because you'll have a deck that lasts a lifetime. It won't warp, rot, or give you splinters. So man up and do it right. Install Trex. Manns Lumber and Millwork in Canton and Trenton, the #1 Trex dealer in the Midwest. Call 1-800-TRY-MANS or go to manslumber.com and find a Trex Pro installer to help you get your project started today.
Manns Lumber and Millwork, the #1 Trex dealer in Michigan, has a team of certified Trex installers to help you with your deck project. Call 1-800-TRY-MANS or click on manslumber.com.
Spring is finally here, and Ball Equipment of Richmond is once again proud to be Eastern Michigan's outdoor power equipment superstore. From trimmers to blowers, from ATVs to zero turns, simply put, we are Dad's ultimate toy store. Chris Ball here, personally inviting you to stop by and visit our brand new 30,000 square foot facility located between Gratiot and 32 Mile in downtown Richmond. Shop our huge inventory of Husqvarna, Gravely, Red Max, Ariens, and Cub Cadet outdoor power equipment, and the legendary lineup of Polaris ATVs and side-by-sides, all backed by Ball Equipment's 70 years in the business. For 7 decades and 4 generations, my family continues to believe that while price is important, it's the service after the sale that really counts. So if it's time this year to purchase a new piece of equipment for your home or garden, let the big box stores sell you a ladder. We will sell you a lawnmower. That's Ball Equipment, located between Gratiot and 32 Mile in downtown Richmond. Ball Equipment, Eastern Michigan's outdoor power equipment superstore since 1944.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Introducing the Labatt La Bucket List, the ultimate summer sweepstakes. It kicks off with a private jet to Vancouver for a week-long VIP experience. Skydiving, bungee jumping, zip lining, ATV adventure, and much more. Look for specially marked packs of Labatt Blue and Labatt Blue Light. Text the code to enter. Get to a store near you and get undomesticated.
No purchase necessary. Runs May 13th through July 20th, 2014. Must be 21 or over. Message and data rates may apply. Rules and price details at LabattLaBucketList.com. Not in all states. Sponsor Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York.
Make your summer shine with Cabela's 4th of July Savings Celebration. Kick off your Independence Day festivities and stock up on everything you need for fishing, camping, barbecues, and much more. You'll find savings throughout the store, like $30 to $40 off Z-Shade 10 and 12-foot pop-up sun shelters. Plus, get 25% off Coleman coolers. If it's in your nature to love the great outdoors, get to Cabela's 4th of July Savings Celebration or shop online at Cabela's.com.
Join Macy's in Reading is Fundamental and be book smart now through July 13th. Give $3 to provide a book for a child and get $10 off a purchase of $30 or more. Macy's will donate your $3 to Reading is Fundamental so we can spark imaginations this summer. Since 2004, we've provided 10 million books for children in need. Be book smart right now at Macy's. That's the magic of giving. Exclusions apply. See sales associate for details. Learn more at Macy's.com/RIF.
24 Seconds Bar and Grill at Berkeley's the place to be for everything sports. Every seat is a great seat to catch all the World Cup soccer games. Bottles of Blue and Blue Light just $2.50 during all Detroit baseball games. And check out the great food specials. 24 Seconds in Berkeley. 24secondsbar.com.
The city that drives America listens to America's best sports station.
97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show. Till 10 o'clock, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call at the office all day long, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. You can also send us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. We got tons to share with you. Hey, if you didn't know out there, the housing challenges are still out there for some families. There's a lot of families out there, and Dan, you know, that are looking to sell their house. Some do have more equity than they had previously, and they want to get out, but they're not sure if they're going to net enough money. Call a real estate professional. Call us here. We'll get you hooked up with some great people. Still, many of the real estate agents, including your office, Dan, they're willing to do free market analysis, come to your house, give it a quick look, show you what's going on in the marketplace, and you can always try to sell the place. Again, just because you list your house, you don't have to accept any offer. See what traffic comes by. See what you can do to get your house up there in tip-top shape. Maybe you'll get top dollar for it.
Yeah, but Alex doesn't like that, though.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
You know, when people just list their house, see what
I think it's absurd. I think it jams with the market. I mean,
if you list your house, I believe if you list it and put a number there, you have to sell it.
Well, I'm just going to list my house for $900,000
if I bring a buyer.
Now,
right?
you tell me this, Mr. Real Estate Agent. If I list my house for whatever, and somebody comes by and they make an offer, I don't have to sell it because I didn't accept the offer.
Well, I guess what I meant was you have to at least pay the commission because I brought a buyer to you that we're giving you their terms and the price.
What if you say I'm too scared? Right now, I'm too scared to sell. I'm not sure I found anything that I'm interested in.
Is that in the contract? Is that true? Is that an absolute?
Wait, hold on. Wait, time out. Time out. Hold on. Time out. So if someone lists a house for X, for $500,000, and you get an offer at $500,000, and they decide not to sell, they have to pay you anyway?
They have to pay a commission.
No, sir.
That's what I heard. I'll tell you what.
What do you mean? That's what you heard. You own the real estate company.
It's a contract, right? They're asking for us to do that. We bring the people to them. We give them what they want. They therefore.
No, if somebody accepts the deal,
well, I would be hard.
And then
no one's doing this.
There's a specific performance clause there. Okay, yes, but I'm talking about if I just list my house and you bring me an offer and I say, nah, I'm out.
Okay,
I don't know you anything, bro. No, it's not cool.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Let's use a real legal term. It's not cool.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I just got cold feet. I don't want to move. I love my house.
Well, you can have seller's remorse.
Let me tell you something more of an ethical thing that we've been dealing with lately because of these offers. We'll have an offer that gets verbally accepted, let's say at 8 o'clock at night, right? They're not with them, so they don't have the paperwork signed. The next morning, they get another offer that's better than our offer. Mm-hmm. They've already verbally accepted ours, but they have a fiduciary responsibility to go back to their seller. We would expect most people say
fiduciary.
Well, we had a fiduciary. Thank you. We had an accepted offer verbally.
Okay,
go with that. What do you guys?
Okay, here's what I say. I'm not an attorney. I don't play one on the radio. Okay, but you know, there's an old adage. Okay, if it's not in writing, it's not a deal.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, that's why we tell them get over there, have them change. You know, don't make it clean contract in the morning.
I'm like you. If somebody tells me something, okay, my word is my bond, and that's the deal. But you know, here, as I like to say in the office, in the real world, out there in the real world's a tough place. If it's not in writing and not accepted in writing, my man, it's not a deal.
248-539-9797. You see, we got it heated up already in the office there. Not bad. Todd out there in Lake Orion. Let's try you, Todd. Hey, what's up?
Yes, hi.
What's up, Todd?
Hi. My question is in regards to, I have a FHA loan. I bought the house 3 years ago. Refinanced about a year and a half ago at $399. Now, I'm being told that I have enough equity in the house to switch over to a conventional loan.
Okay.
But I'm wondering now if I refinance, am I going to be locked in at a higher rate, and does it make sense? I want to get rid of the PMI.
Well, you're not going to get $399 on a 30-year now, at least as of Friday. I mean, rates could trickle down this summer. I don't see it happening. I think the odds of them going up are way better than them going down. But I think the best thing you can do is drop that PMI. Who cares? PMI is not tax deductible. So, I mean, if you get, and just for the sake of this call, let's just say you get 4.25 on a 30-year. Big deal. How much is your PMI?
Yeah, is your entire payment going down? That's what you have to take a look at.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the PMI right now, sir?
PMI, I don't know. It seems like it kind of always goes up.
Well,
So
PMI is it's a fixed number.
Yeah, PMI can't go up.
Oh, okay. They can't add points. Am I saying that right?
No, your PMI is it's a fixed figure based on your loan amount and when you close the transaction. So let's just say again for the sake of this call, I mean, if your PMI is $150 a month and we take you from 3.99 to 4.25, big deal. You're paying, based on the actual principal balance and the interest rate, you're talking $20, in interest,
right.
But you're going to save $150 on the PMI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense for sure, Todd. Let me call after the show and see what I can do for you.
All right,
cool. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for the call, Todd. Of
Hey,
course,
Todd, thanks for the painting, too. I appreciate it. I'm keeping
It's
the
a gift,
painting.
Todd. I'm taking it with me.
Yep.
Just to be accurate, Gordon, FHA loans have MIP. It's a little bit different. That's a monthly mortgage insurance premium. PMI is on the conventional loan. Again, if you do want to switch your FHA loan, there's many families out there taking advantage of it with the newfound equity out there. And also, we have 3 different options at Capital Mortgage to get rid of this. Again, you could do lender pay PMI. You could pay an upfront and finance the mortgage insurance if you wanted to go that route. Sometimes you could just do a little bump in the interest rate. As you mentioned, Alex, you take a little bit higher interest rate and maybe there's no mortgage insurance at all. Of course, the best way is if your house appraises and you have 20% equity in, then of course it's not required. So always call the professionals at Capital, 1-800-LOW-RATE. Find out more about it and how you can save money. Let's try Emery out there. Hey, good morning, Emery in Redford. What's happening?
Morning. How are you guys?
What's up, man?
Emery?
Question for you. We're looking at a house, and the house qualifies for a rural development loan. And I was curious if that would work out better than like a FHA or conventional.
Absolutely.
I don't really know the difference.
Well, it could. Yeah, definitely.
Rural development it's zero down. There's a very little bit of mortgage insurance on there. It's a great loan. I like that program a lot.
Yeah, it's in a rural development. Where are you buying it? What city is that? Where is that?
It's in Pinckney.
Yeah,
Sure.
fantastic. And our listening audience stretches all the way out there. Again, any of the families out there that are in these rural development areas, there are income limitations, but as long as you fit all the qualifications, it's a great way to purchase a house.
We do qualify for it. I just didn't hear all the details on it. I just knew we qualified and that the house qualified for it.
There's not a ton of details, man. It's a zero down transaction. There's a very small amount of private mortgage insurance, but I mean, I think rural development is 10 times better than FHA if you qualify for it. The thing with RD is it's got to be in a rural development area, and there are income limitations on there. I mean, you can't make a bunch of money and do a rural development loan. It's supposed to spur back the housing market. It's to help homeowners.
Right.
So let me call for the show and see what I can do for you, dude.
Hey, Emery, you ever been to the Zuki Lake Inn?
I have not. I've heard it's famous.
Famous.
My wife went there after she saw the house, though.
That's right. See that? It's in Pinckney. That'll be a place where you're going to hang out.
Your
now.
new stomping grounds.
Nice,
Hey, Emery,
Emery.
we'll
Thanks,
call you
man.
up
I
and
love
see
it.
if we can help you out with a mortgage.
How do
Thanks
you
for
know?
the call.
Why were you ever in Pinckney? Let me guess.
Bro,
a
stop
baseball
it.
tournament.
Of course, baby.
Of course.
Come on now.
Of course. Why'd even
Pinckney's
ask?
cool out there, man. It's great.
I
It's
think
really
I played
cool
paintball
place.
out there, like this when I was a little kid. Like this, it was called Hell Survivors. I was like 13. We drove all the way. We had someone take us all the way out there.
Basketball and baseball out there. Come on, man.
248-539-9797. We take all your calls here in the office. If you want to get a mortgage, of course, that's the way to roll. Either way, you're paying mortgage. Recent article out of Harvard University explains, hey, households, the consumers, whether you own or you're renting, you're paying someone's mortgage. Why not pay your own and pay down your own principal?
So wait, at Harvard they had to tell us that.
Well, they did, but of course,
at Harvard said it's better to pay your own mortgage than somebody else's.
Better also learn what all the
Right over there.
they're really smart.
Our educational system, it's awesome.
Better also learn about all the tax advantage of home ownership. Again, always consult your CPA if you have a financial advisor in your life. That's what we always do, is direct you to all the professional people that can help you to determine why do you want to be a homeowner. Put your goals. Establish what you're trying to accomplish here with the purchase of a house. That's the key to really being successful in everything. What else do we have here? The housing challenges we spoke about. And Dan Dubinsky, I wanted to talk to you about what's going out there in the world of real estate. I know gangbusters the first day of summer. Spring was a great start.
It was.
My clients are fighting over the same home. So I keep stressing, please, let's get this approval done. Let's get all of your documents in so that you have an advantage maybe over that other offer.
Hey, Dan, these statistics right now, we're going to have the statistics at month end.
Right.
Okay. But I contend, and you might know this, I mean, the feel out there for us in the market is that this market this year has been as hot and as competitive as last year. What do you think?
I agree. And I think there's a difference. The prices are up, without a doubt. I would have thought we'd have saw more listings out there, to tell you the truth, with having equity.
So probably less units, but higher sales price, so the total dollar amount sold is going to be higher, right?
Correct. Yep, exactly. And more units last year. And, you know, I got up early this morning to do the stats, and I thought, why am I doing stats? We all know what it is out here. It's hot. There's a ton of buyers, not a lot of sellers. Certain areas are much hotter than others, but we're finding the same thing. The homes that are priced right and the motivation is there, they sell right away, and you know, it's something that I foresee continuing on, having a lack of supply right now. I thought after school, you know, was getting out, we'd have some more coming on the market, but I'm not seeing it.
Right, again, leading the way, and it seems that, you know, we talked about the office, had a meeting in the office on Tuesday about it. You know, the Tri-County area, Wayne, Oakland, Macomb County, you know, pretty strong, but also Washtenaw, Livingston areas very, very strong. But leading the way, you know, for the year, our favorite county, Macomb County, has been on fire. And new construction is coming back gangbusters.
$100 a square foot. Josh, a guy at our office, just sold one over there. $100 a square foot.
Where, on the east side?
Yeah, in Macomb Township.
That's really $100 a square foot for new construction?
And you get a nice home. I think it was a couple years old, but new construction is slightly higher. I mean, it's amazing the value you get out in that area.
Yeah, new construction permits are way up. Builders are coming back in. Even right now, there are some, you know, builders buying or building spec homes too, which after what happened is very unusual. But you know what? You stick your toe in that water, you know, just stick it in a little bit, and we'll see what happens.
All right, we've got some open lines here. Come on back and join us. 248-539-9797.
Jenna from Clarkston has a question for DTE Energy, and we have Kate here to help answer it. So, Kate, how can Jenna save energy and money?
Well, don't worry, Jenna. We have a lot of online tools to help our customers be more efficient and save money.
Oh, I love saving money. Can I borrow $1?
Sure. But how about I just tell you to go to our Energy Efficiency House? That'll help you find energy savings tips for inside and outside.
Excellent. Now, talk to me about lighting.
When you go to the store and you're overwhelmed by all of the choices in light bulbs?
I'm constantly overwhelmed.
The Lighting Guide is going to help you with that. It gives you information on what's changed in lighting and what to look for when buying bulbs.
There's tons of varieties, right?
Oh, yeah. You can even have them in your dining room chandelier.
Now, talk to me about this My Energy Analyzer.
It's an interactive tool that's going to help you evaluate where the savings are in your house based on how you use energy.
So the best thing to do is for people to go to dteenergy.com/saveenergy, right?
Yep. There you'll find over 100 energy savings tips, links to videos, and information about all of our rebates.
I hope that answered your question, Jenna. And thanks to Kate from DTE. DTE Energy. Know your own power.
There are two kinds of Michigan lottery players. There's the loyal and patient nightly drawing player.
I just love big jackpots. Oh, they sure are worth the wait.
And there's the lively, thrill-seeking instant game player.
Come on, we haven't got all day. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
And we love them both. Now, Fantasy 5 and Lotto 47 can satisfy both of these players with a fun and exciting new way to win. It's called Easy Match.
Easy Match? Oh, I can hardly wait.
Easy Match, just in time.
Yep, for just $1 more, you'll get an extra set of numbers. Now, if any of the Easy Match numbers match your Fantasy 5 or Lotto 47 numbers, you'll win up to $500 instantly.
I love winning instantly.
And later, you can also win in the evening drawing.
I love winning big jackpots.
So, no matter which kind of player you are,
remember, patience is its own reward.
Mm-hmm. That and a whole bunch of cash.
When you play Fantasy 5 and Lotto 47, it's easy to make everyone happy.
I'm happy.
Me too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did I tell you? Hey, win now, win later with new Easy Match, only from the Michigan Lottery.
Attention new car buyers, the summer clearance sale is underway at Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, America's #1 volume dealer. Over 2,500 new vehicles available and ready to go. It's easier than ever to get the vehicle you want. Parkway will double your down payment, up to $2,000. Only Parkway offers more for your trade-in, $2,000 more. The appraised value plus an extra $2,000. Nobody beats that. And we offer early outs on all leases with a $3,000 or less payoff. During the Dodge 100-year event, get special lease deals with many under $200 a month, like a new Dodge Charger or Jeep Patriot, just $141 a month, your choice. Or a new 40-mile-per-gallon Dodge Dart, just $89 a month. Also, big savings on our large selection of Challengers, and save $20,000 on a new SRT Viper. Bring the necessary documents and enjoy same-day delivery. Only at Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Hall Road, just west of Groesbeck in Clinton Township. Just show up, sign up, and ride. Open Saturday 10 to 3. See dealer for details at parkwaycpj.com 24/7.
Everyone loves water in the summer, unless it's coming from your compressed air system, causing downtime, quality issues, and equipment wear. Call Air Center so this doesn't happen to you. Air Center will make sure your shop runs smoothly through the hot, humid summer months. Whether you need to increase productivity by making more parts or ensure the quality of your paint, count on Air Center. Eliminate water in your airlines today. Guaranteed. Call 800-AIR-2959 or visit teamaircenter.com. Air Center, for air that's always there.
All right, Joe. Go ahead and read your essay for the class. Oh, that's a big essay.
What I did this summer. My trip to Cedar Point. Chapter 1. The new pipe screen. The first 30 seconds.
Joe, how long is this going to be?
It's a trilogy, ma'am.
Cedar Point's record-breaking coasters and family rides make it the best amusement park in the world and the most memorable trip of any summer vacation.
Save on Cedar Point tickets when you buy them at participating Meijer stores. Is your bank's idea of customer service investing in overseas call centers? Are you with the right bank? Take the bank compatibility test at hallofbanking.com to find out.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Meyer. Justin Verlander on the mound today for the Tigers. 7:40 right here in The Ticket. Tigers in Cleveland looking for their third straight win. Now in first place by a half game in the Central on the heels of the 6-4 win last night. Rick Porcello the win. J.D. and Victor Martinez both going deep. Carolina Hurricanes hire a new head coach. He's a former Red Wing assistant, 48-year-old Bill Peters. It'll be the Blackhawks and the Capitals in our nation's capital for the Winter Classic on January 1. Tiger Woods will play his first competitive round of golf in 3.5 months. It'll come next Thursday near Washington, D.C. at Congressional. Meanwhile, a person familiar with the negotiations says the Cavs will reach an agreement to make David Black their new head coach. From the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
Detroit's home field advantage.
All right, welcome back to the show. And if you're just joining us, 9:31 out there on the first day of summer, welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Show. We are brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Also, you can send us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. And always here in the studio, 248-539-9797.
Hey, Jeff Lesson is so good at what he does. That's what a professional radio guy sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just a couple more. We're like 3 mortgage slappies and a real estate slappy on the radio. But that's a professional guy. It's so nice to watch a professional work.
We are going to take all your calls here. We got Tony lined up in Shelby. Hey, good morning, Tony. Welcome to the show. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, my man?
Hey, I got a question. I rent a house right now that I can purchase if I'd like, okay? I declared bankruptcy about 4.5 years ago, and I was wondering how tough is it going to for me to get a loan to buy the house?
It shouldn't be that tough. Did you reestablish your credit? You have some credit cards and car payment and all that?
Yeah. No, cars are all paid off. Credit card, we do about $100 a month and then pay it off just to establish some credit.
Yeah,
but other than that, we haven't done nothing.
Yeah, if you've reestablished your credit, you should be good to go. What's the purchase price on the house you're able to buy?
It's $128.
And how much?
And right now on Zillow, they have it for $205.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is someone going to sell you a house for $128,000 when it's worth $205?
Better yet, what's the community going for? What are other comparables going for? That's sort of more interesting to me than what Zillow says.
I don't know. I didn't look at anybody else in the neighborhood.
Yeah, forget about Zillow, and that your real estate professional would definitely want to give you all the comparable sales in the neighborhood. Again, when a number's that far off, you want to look a little bit deeper and find out what's going on. Why is this house still in the market? Is the sewer line cracked? Again, not specifically to your site, but
no. I've been renting it for 4 years from a buddy of mine who bought it for me to get me out of a hard time.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's great. If you like it and you can qualify and you want to stay there, why not?
Are they going to ask for like 20% down?
No, I mean, I can do it with as little as 3.5% down.
Oh, okay.
Are you paying him rent every month by check?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like we're okay, man. Tony, let me call after the show and see what I can do for you.
Okay, that'd be perfect.
Cool. That's a great call, Tony. Definitely sounds like we can help you get a mortgage. Again, there's a lot of these situations out there. Friends or family helped you out, maybe bought a house for you in the past. Different ways to do those. Set those up properly. He could have done a land contract. We'd be doing a refinance transaction now, perhaps, or straight up a purchase. So lots of different things you can do. Again, got to be careful with the identity of the interest. What is that? Identity of interest?
Identity of interest.
So you got to be careful with a few of those things. So again, find out ahead of time if any of you are out there listening, you run across some difficult times. Get back in the game. Get more professionals involved. Find out what you can do to get set up so you're able to get that mortgage down the road. Let's try Sean out there in Chesterfield. Good morning, Sean. Welcome to the Ticket.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Good. What's up, man?
Morning.
I got a question. I declared bankruptcy about a year ago. I am currently renting a home, but me and my wife, our lease is up, and me and my wife are looking to get into a house. We can't, because of the bankruptcy, I can't get a mortgage right away.
Right.
My grandma said that she would buy a house for us and put it in her name. The thing is with my grandma is she's on a fixed income. She has her retirement. She has, her investments and everything that she goes off of. How hard would it be for her to get a mortgage? And if she were to pass, what would happen with the house?
Well, I mean, so she's buying you a house. It's a rental property, so you need 20% down. I mean, as long as she qualifies based on her income, whatever she's getting, Social Security, pension, whatever money's coming in, it's a regular old deal.
Right.
If she passes, she could will you the house, I guess.
She should have a trust or an estate set up already.
Or after she closes, she can quit claim. It's called quit, Q-U-I-T, quit claim you on the title of the house, and therefore, when she passes, the house just goes to you.
Yeah, but the mortgage is her name still.
No, it doesn't matter. It's title of the house.
I understand, but he has to make the mortgage payment still, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So is that what your grandma's going to do for you?
Yeah. I would make, I just basically am using her credit.
Right.
Right.
So essentially, I would be making payments straight to the bank and everything
Right.
like that.
Was there a house in your bankruptcy? Or was it just credit? Yeah.
There was a foreclosure.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's kind of what threw me back. I was having a hard time, and the guy said he was going to buy it and everything, and work through all his thing through the bank and everything like that. So I kind of entrusted him to do everything, and he kind of ended up screwing me.
Well, you but you have a nice grandmother. Your grandmother's doing you a favor.
Oh, I know.
She's doing great. So
lovely lady.
So she qualifies, and it's it's going to be in her name, and you still you have to make the payment, principal, interest, taxes, insurance, everything. So it's a good thing. It's not unusual. I mean, people do that all the time.
Yeah, good for grandma. Definitely can be done.
Just helping you out.
That's a great call, Sean.
Let me ask this. So Sean, he doesn't have to qualify for the loan himself.
No, he can't.
It's not in his name.
Sean, I'll call you to the show, buddy. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
He can't go anywhere near that loan whatsoever. Like, not at all.
Right.
Yeah, grandma, as long as she qualifies, she has credit that qualifies, she has the income that qualifies, she's going to buy it as an investment property, which she wants to, whoever she wants to rent it to, fantastic. To protect yourself, again, here, let's just reiterate that. You can put a quick claim deed, putting your name on title. And everyone out there, and again, including whoever's listening, a trust, an estate plan. These are very important things. You can put together wills and estates. Attorneys locally here will do them for you. They're not outrageously expensive by any means. Nope. And you can, and there's even some ones online you can do. I don't always suggest that route because there's some crazy stuff going online, which segues me into my other topic this morning.
You're going to do a will and trust online?
Picking up lawyers online last time.
Yeah, isn't that nice? Speaking of which, I had a gentleman call me who's a frequent show listener, and if he's out there listening, thanks for the call this week. He actually made a call to an institution. I don't know if we're getting in trouble for it, but it's called Lending Tree. I don't know what they do.
Oh my God!
But I said,
getting in trouble here.
Well,
we are.
they don't specifically lend money, but they do farm you out to different lenders across the country. Well, sure enough, he got a call from a gentleman. This is a person who lives here in Michigan. We got to look out for our own. And here he is trying to shop for a mortgage and get some great information. Of course, he needs to call Capital Mortgage Funding at 1-800-LOW-RATE, and that's what he's going to be doing now. But, folks, this is another reason. You've got some of the best lenders right here locally in Michigan, Capital Mortgage being one of them. You need to call us and get professional help locally. So he checks it out. Some guy calls him, and sure enough, because he's a computer guy, he's an IT genius. He found out that this gentleman had lost 7 mortgage licenses, was investigated for fraud. So, look, you're dealing with strangers. Here our old saying, don't talk to strangers. Strangers sometimes don't give you the information. You don't know these people. Who are you dealing with? Come out. You can meet someone in the office.
To reiterate, it goes back to dealing with people you know. And, I think, Harvey, your point there is that if you go online, you start Googling lowest mortgage rates and, best builder. Here's a perfect example. When I bought my first house, I had a garage built. And I got some quotes, and my father's like, Alex, let me give you my guy. You know, he's done our work on our house. He's taken care of it. He'll take care of it. I'm like, nope. He's $1,000 more than this idiot that I found. I end up having to I went with the cheapest guy, of course, because I was 23. I knew everything in the entire world. I was having garage bill. I ended up having to sue the guy because when it rained, it was like the Titanic was going down in my garage. So there was water coming in everywhere, from the roof, from underneath the door, everything. And it just goes back to, if you're going to price shop, you're going to get hammered at the end. You're going to end up in a very, very poor spot. And Harvey, I think your point was that if you go to some of these conglomerate institutions and you say, "Oh, I'm looking for a 30-year fix and I want 3.25%," someone's going to quote you 3.25. I promise you, they're going to. You're going to pay $15,000 in costs.
The best advice, dealing with somebody that you know or that you get a referral from somebody who has done business with that individual. Those are the best referrals. Okay, and you go from there. So we always say doing business with strangers is dangerous because what did your mother and father tell you growing up? Don't talk to strangers. Well, there's a reason why.
Don't take the free candy.
There's another thing, too, that you always say in your ads is you're local. You can come down to the office. You can knock on the door. You can say, hey.
Listen, we're an open book. You know who we are. We've been around for a long time. And there are other companies, again. There are other companies the same kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I would stress that you have to do business with somebody, A, that you trust, B, that's been around a while, that's experienced, and C, try to find somebody that you know that has done business with these people. And you're not, you don't do business with a company. You do business with people. Okay?
Correct.
So the company's only as good as the people that are there. So you got to check these people out. So what happened in your situation is, Harvey, this guy started checking the person out, and he saw that this guy lost licenses in 10 other states.
He's being investigated for fraud and some other bad things. Hey, we've got a couple callers on the line there. Hang in there, Jana. We'll be coming right back to you right after this break. 248-539-9797.
There are certain moments in the summer you just can't pass up. Catching the fireworks, executing the perfect cannonball. Small windows in time you want to take advantage of before the moment is lost. Consider the Mercedes-Benz summer event one of those times. Come in now and get an exceptional offer on the Protective 2014 ML350 4MATIC, an NHTSA 5-star overall safety vehicle at 2.99% APR for 24 to 72 months, or lease one for just $599 a month for 36 months with $5,393 due at signing. Plus, get the added assurance that Mercedes-Benz was named the 2014 ALG Residual Value Award Premium Brand winner. Hurry. This is your moment. This is your summer event.
Available only to qualified customers exclusively through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services and participating dealers through June 30th, 2014. Call 1-800-FOR-Mercedes for offer details.
Visit your local Detroit area Mercedes-Benz dealer or MBUSA.com.
Nice, big time.
The biggest, for the biggest sale of the year, our annual ABC Warehouse tent sale. And you are?
Dinky the Clown. So where should I start? Balloon animals, rubber chicken, nose honking?
As you can see, we have doorbuster deals inside and out with savings up to 65% store-wide. So we really don't need a clown.
Ooh, how about a balloon monkey? Everybody loves a good balloon monkey.
Interesting. But our tent sale is for people who want TVs, electronics, appliances, and premium mattresses at the closest thing to wholesale. Not a pie in the face.
But it's a classic.
So is an LED 1080p 50-inch HD TV for just $398, or large capacity washers and dryers for $247 each.
Wow.
Plus, we're giving away free gifts with tons of purchases store-wide.
Can I at least cut prices with my giant scissors?
We've already done that. In fact, choose any size Sealy mattress set, twin, full, queen, even king for just $96 each piece.
Incredible.
We're also offering 2 years no interest and free delivery. There's just no room for you.
You're afraid of clowns, aren't you?
Terrified. The annual ABC Warehouse tent sale going on now. Hurry, sale ends Saturday. ABC Warehouse, the closest thing to wholesale.
So we're all human, and people that have a certain health condition worry that they can't get good life insurance at a good price. I'm Trudy Lum. I'm a Select Quote life insurance agent. I get a lot of people calling who are in less than perfect health. They worry they're not going to be able to get a good price on their life insurance. They might be a little overweight. They might have diabetes. They might have sleep apnea. I want to help match them with the companies that will give them the most favorable rate. A 45-year-old man with controlled type 2 diabetes got a 10-year, $400,000 policy for under $49 a month. If you feel like you're in less than perfect health, call SelectQuote. We'll do the shopping for you. Let's get started.
Call 1-800-300-3165 or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-300-3165. 1-800-300-3165. SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Get full details on the example policies at selectquote.com/commercials. Your price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
You know the $5 footlong? Well, meet its awesome little brother, the $3 6-inch sub of the day. Every day of the week, we'll have a different regular 6-inch sub or flatbread available for just $3. That's 7 Subway favorites at a price everyone can enjoy. So mark your calendars and bring your appetite, because no matter what day it is, there's a tasty deal waiting for you. But only at your local Subway restaurants. Prices and participation may vary. Excludes premium and supreme subs. Additional charge for extras plus tax. See stores for details.
Handheld sanders vibrate. That's how they work. But some sanders vibrate more than others, and that takes its toll on the machine and on you. But the Husky Palm Sander reduces vibration by 50%. Tough and built to last, it lets you sand your projects without being shaken by them. The air-powered, low-vibration Husky Palm Sander. Just $79.98, and only at the Home Depot. Prices vary in Alaska and Hawaii.
97.1 The Ticket invites you to a night of terrifying fun. Erebus Haunted Attraction in downtown Pontiac presents A Summer Scream. 3 days only, July 11th, 12th, and 13th. Over a half-mile walk through the maze of Erebus with the lights off and just a measly glow stick in hand. A total blackout. Everyone is brave until the lights go out. Buy tickets now before they're all gone at hauntedpontiac.com. A screaming good time. A station where your opinion matters.
97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show. Having a good time here this morning, and welcoming summer. And well, look at that outside. That was absolutely gorgeous out there. 9:46. If you just joined us here on the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. That's 1-800-569-7283. Also, we love those emails. mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. Always give us a phone call. We'll help solve some of your problems and make you a successful homeowner. How about Janet out there in Carlton? Good morning, Janet. Tell us how we can help you.
Hi.
Hi,
Janet. I had an 80-20 mortgage on my home, and I ended up giving it back to the bank. So my question is this, is my tax lady told me that if I went ahead and claimed it on my last year's taxes, that I was no longer obligated for that, for the 20%.
Okay.
How true is that?
No, who was the?
I don't know.
Did you make a deal with the lender on the 20%, or did you just give it back and say see you later?
Did the bank want it back? Did they ask for it back?
Yeah, they actually said, we'll take it back. And they've already sold
that's nice.
it.
So they lent you the money, and they just said, hey, you give the house
That's
back,
fine.
you don't want it?
And they didn't send you a 1099 for the deficiency?
Nice of them.
Well, I got a 1099 from, or no, I don't think it was a 1099. It was just a statement of, I don't exactly remember what it was, but it was a statement from them. But the second mortgage calls me once in a while.
Right.
But they told me, they said, don't make a deal with them because as of right now, it's just done. You just wiped your slate clean.
It's not done. It's a second mortgage. It's a full recourse loan in the state of Michigan, which means it's like a credit card, which means it doesn't go away.
Yeah, right. So when you say it's done, you just mean that you haven't heard from them. It's done. Not that it's officially done, because you don't have any official documentation saying that it's done. So now
from the second mortgage,
correct.
Right.
So what are you trying to write off on your taxes now?
Well, actually, I just, whatever paper I had, I took to her, and she said that I don't have to worry about it. She said the second mortgage is just out, and it's an understood thing that when you give the house back, the main mortgage, they get it. And she said you just write that off.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what she means by write that off. I mean, I don't. If you pay, the only thing that you can write off is your mortgage interest. So when you get an interest statement, a 1098 mortgage interest statement, then you take that to your accountant, and whatever that says on there, then they put that on your tax return.
And your
but
CPA
there's no other writing anything off.
Janet, your CPA is not representing the bank either, so she can't speak and say that second mortgage is done. No,
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, if you borrowed money,
what you're hoping
and you
for,
didn't pay it back, the bank's going to want to get paid.
Right. Now, what you're hoping for is that they don't contact you, they don't notice you up, they don't send you a deficiency, or any type of a document that says you have to pay them back. So that's what you're hoping for. So it's not done.
Well, I'd like to tell her some other stories about this. What's going to happen is eventually they're going to contact you. One day it's going to be on your credit report, and more importantly, it'll eventually go to a collection agency. So this is something that's going to come up down the road. Yeah, you might be able to pay a lot less. How much was that balance, by the way?
Like $30,000.
Okay, there's a good possibility that they might accept a lower payment. It might go to a collection agency down the road. Maybe to clean your credit up down the road, there might be some deal made. So at this point, you may want to, and I'm going to call you after to give you some attorneys that handle this type of stuff. You might want to seek some advice down the road. Some of the local attorneys are suggesting recently in conversations I've had with them that they just allow it to go into collection, and then once it does go to the collection agency, you can pay maybe 10 cents on the dollar, whatever that might be. You know, if it ends up being, in your case, Janet, a $3,000 debt, maybe, you say $100 a month over the next 30 months, maybe something like that will happen, and you're going to be able to clean your credit up. So I think there's a little bit more to the story. More importantly, you want to clean that up so you can become a homeowner later, potentially build your credit scores up. Hear a baby in the background. So, again, we want to be able to maybe co-sign for some student loans down the road. So these are things that you got to worry about. Again, maybe if we just get you in touch with some local attorneys that handle this type of stuff, when you start finding out a little bit more about it, definitely follow up with it. Thanks for the call, Jen. Again, so many families over the years, Harry, have run into these difficult situations. And, yesterday I was dealing with a young lady who came to the office, and, even we were shocked, and we were calling in her case, we were calling one of the local banks. I won't use any more names this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
hglans@lowrateonline.com, all your email.
But we are quite surprised that there's a lot of unknowns out there. Again, the industry changed. I mean, people walked away in masses in 2007 and 8 and 9 and maybe even up to 2010 from these houses.
Well, I'm kind of proud of Alex that he didn't rail on her, and I'm kind of proud of you, Harvey, that you gave her the stellar advice that you did.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, it's not like in Animal House, Belushi coming on and saying, over? It's not over until we say it's over. Well, that happens to be true. It's not over and done. What she's hoping for is that it just doesn't come back. Somebody doesn't notice her up, give her a call and say, hey, listen, you owe me $30,000.
I know, but not like but ignoring it. But it doesn't solve any problems.
And there's a saying: hope is never a good strategy.
Right.
So she's laying her head down on her pillow every night, hoping and praying that they don't contact her.
248-539-9797. We got some open lines here. We'd love to hear from you. Again, we always want to throw out some different information, including some of our great programs. I had some clients recently take advantage of this. 10% down programs with no escrow accounts. They like to handle their own money and pay their own tax and insurance. With great credit, you really can control a lot of things. Also, all these different PMI choices. There's been many articles written recently about misnomers, about how much money does it take to purchase a house. Find out how much money. Of course, there's different components of home ownership. If you're getting a house, whether it be FHA 3.5% down, conventional mortgages with as little as 5% down, and then we've heard from some families today, rural development loans, 0 down. And of course, a little hello out there to our veterans and our military service members out there. 16.4 million active duty service members out there, and less than 12% of them have VA loans. Right. There are different reasons why many of them might have to get an FHA loan because they want to use the income of their girlfriend, and on VA loans, that's not allowed unless you're married. So there's these little different things out there on transactions. But again, if you're not speaking to the professionals, you're not going to find out how to best benefit yourself. Again, 248-539-9797. We've got tons coming up here all day on 97.1. I think we got Tiger baseball a little bit later, little 2-game winning streak. I told you we'd sneak some baseball in there. It's the first day of summer, and yes, our Tigers are in first place. So keep it here on 97.1 all day long.
So a friend of mine texted me this morning. He says, do you know what, since last July, what's Porcello's record from last July and Verlander's record? Okay, who's got a better record?
Porcello does.
Okay,
all right.
Big time.
He's having a great year. He might be an all-star.
Yeah. Okay, how's 18-6 since July 1st for Porcello, and Verlander's 11-14?
Let's talk about their girlfriends. I don't care about their stats.
Let's talk about mortgages.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't really care.
Let's talk about mortgages.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We do have we have an open house tomorrow at a loft. It's a beautiful place. It's over on Skyloft. Which Alex, didn't you live in the Skylofts at one point in time?
A long time ago, yeah.
Yeah. It's over on 5th and Main Street. This particular unit is the top floor, southwestern view, so you can see downtown Detroit from there. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's glass on all two sides. And, we'll be open from 1 to 3 tomorrow. Come on by.
A lot of great opportunities. That's such a cool place. And again, Dan Dubinsky with Skywood Realty in downtown Royal Oak off of Washington. Just stop by his office out there.
How we talk about it the last 3 weeks, how hot is the Woodward Corridor? Okay. All the way up Ferndale, all the way Royal Oak, Berkeley.
Yeah.
Birmingham, Bloomfield Hills. The Woodward Corridor is on fire right now.
I truly believe there's an urban renovation. People want to be back in little towns, and they want to be in a city. To tell you the truth, sometimes Detroit doesn't work for them. So these little towns like Royal Oak, Birmingham, Ferndale, Berkeley.
Go out on how about on the west side? Plymouth is absolutely gangbusters. Northville, great towns.
There's always something to do. You go out your front door, you walk in town, have a bite to eat, go see a movie, go to the farmer's market, and walk home. And we're seeing more and more people are trying to the community feel. You're seeing more front porches on homes now as opposed to patios.
Well, the sales and the values have certainly come up a great deal, and that's why we talk about less inventory on the market. Yeah, less homes selling, less condos, less lofts, less properties, less units, but the values have gone up substantially.
They have, and I think part of that to do that is people are seeing that the numbers are climbing, and they are surprised that they can get, they won't have to bring money to closing like they did in the past.
It's not that difficult to get a mortgage. Again, there's about 7 pieces of documentation that are needed. Some situations require a little bit more if you had some bankruptcies in the past and things of that nature, if you moved around a lot of different jobs. But generally speaking, if you can find out, the tax returns, W-2s, the basic information that's needed, get that approval in your hand. That'll give you that upper hand when you're out there. Again, all of our buyers that we give these approval letters to, that's who you're competing against. So if you don't have an approval letter from Capital Mortgage Funding, find out how to get one. This is a great opportunity for you to have the upper hand. We have our Approval Now program. It's been going on forever. What we do is it's a bona fide approval. We go ahead and underwrite the file ahead of time. It goes through the search engine. We even have, on stickier situations, we have an actual underwriter underwrite the file, give us the go-ahead. Then you can go out there and make your offer. You just get so much more added confidence knowing what to do.
Yeah, the number one sticking point in a purchase transaction when it comes to verifying a mortgage, where are the assets coming from? So if you're transferring around assets from here and there and everywhere, guess what? We have to verify it. It's every company. We have to verify assets.
Lender specific.
Okay, if you're pulling it from a Fidelity account to a Roth IRA for this or that, we need the documentation.
All right, gentlemen, that's it. That's the end of the Hardcore Mortgage Show. We got Pat Caputo coming up next. He's in the bullpen. He's got lots to share with you. Keep it here on 97.1 and call Capital Mortgage Funding 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We'll see you next Saturday.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Capital Mortgage Funding is a proud division of United Shore Financial Services and MLS number 3038, Equal Housing Lender. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Anxious and worried all the time about everything. I was snapping at my husband and